Change your diet, change your life, change the planet.
The other day I posted a video where I told you that I am the guy who questions things. I am an ever-expanding question. Posted another video shortly after that where I talked about competition and the nature of competition and challenging each other to grow inside of this dialogue. But someone posted a comment on that video saying, what if I don't want to grow? What if I don't think growth is necessary? And they put a question like, okay, Tim, what do you think of that question? And immediately I had this reaction of, oh, that's bad. You've got to grow. Why would you not want to grow? That's just silly. But I'm the guy who questions things. So for the past few days now, I've been turning over those stones of growth and looking underneath and questioning what I find there and questioning what I believe about growth. I think we live in an inflationary culture, which means that our current cultural economic situation is one of increasing expansion at a very rapid rate. It's inflating. Mostly the technological aspects of our society, but that affects us on many, many levels. So, in a cultural situation that is expanding and inflationary, I think growth is absolutely necessary. That doesn't mean you have to go out and buy every gadget on the market. It just means that you need to grow to the point where you can adapt and function at a high level inside of that growth. Because so many of us get overwhelmed and emotionally and intellectually crippled by this constant growth. And these marketers and opportunists and politicians that are pulling us in 20 different ways and telling us that their way is the only one. And there's just too much information out there. Organic food is good, organic food is bad. That's one of the studies that came out the other day. What do I believe? I don't know. Well, this is why I think growth is necessary, so that we can function inside of this ever-expanding, ever-increasing cultural climate of information and technology. For most of human history, families, societies, and cultures, languages were very stable. It took many generations for big changes to be impacted. There were instances where there was a drought or a disease or war and the culture had to change very quickly, but those were pretty rare. For most of human history, things were really stable, and you grew to a point of maturity, and then you simply enjoyed the fruits of your labor, and you enjoyed your culture, and you enjoyed your family, and not much was going to change, and that was fine. Continued growth at that point wasn't really necessary, because there wasn't anything to adapt to that you hadn't already adapted to. So you reach maturity, then you enjoy life. But now things are changing so fast, there's always something new to adapt to. And this disconnection that's showing up. More information, more technology, less person-to-person contact, less physical affection, less real relatedness, and more just, knocking out texts and tweets to each other. I believe that if we are going to not go crazy as a culture, or at least come back from the craziness that we are already inhabiting, we need to grow in other ways. We need to get stronger. But do I think that all growth is good, or growth simply for the sake of growth is good? No, I don't. I think some growth is not positive. For instance, extreme bodybuilding. I'm not talking about getting stronger, going to the gym, working out, being healthier. That's one thing. But extreme bodybuilding, where your goal is to simply have the biggest muscles possible, for no other reason than to have the biggest muscles possible. You're not really getting much stronger doing that. You're just getting bigger. For what purpose? I don't know. It's a lot of extra work on the heart and other organs in the body. You're consuming massive amounts of resources that could go to other people that need them. And in the end, your body loses a lot of its physical flexibility and function because you're just simply too big. And you got to wear funny clothes now, but that's a different story. Also, there are people that spend 20, 30, 40 years inside of academic institutions, learning very specific things that they cannot apply to the outside world. They can't apply to their own human functioning. So they are the premier expert on this one topic, but socially they're totally dysfunctional. They don't know how to fit in because the learning is not about personal growth or societal growth. So yes, I think growth is essential in a climate of inflation. But growth that's geared towards learning everything you can about your body and about your mind and about social interaction. So all the studying that I do is about learning me. How does Tim work? How does my body work? How does my mind work? How do I better deal with social interaction? Interpersonal skills. How can I be more generous? How can I be more compassionate with others? Because it's not just about me. I am one piece of this greater thing called society. And how can I function better inside of that as well? So I think that growth is really healthy and it's necessary. Because just like money, if you take a big chunk of it and you shove it under your mattress, well, our economy is inflating, which means your dollar has less and less value. So that money under the bed is being devalued every single day. And the only way to keep up is to put it in an interest-bearing account or invest in something where the money's going to grow along with the inflation or more than the inflation. We need to do the same things with our minds, with our hearts, whatever you want to call that. So this growth is about adapting to the point where you can function at a relaxed level inside of this inflationary state. Okay? Just like running. I can do a 20-mile run in the mountains, and it really doesn't beat me up that much. I'm fine with it. I'm comfortable. I'm listening to books. I'm taking notes. I'm looking at things. I'm making videos. And, you know, it's fine. I've adapted to it. I can handle it. It's not a huge stressor for me. And we need to do the same thing so that we can function inside of our culture and not have it be a big stressor. Because our culture is obsessed with growth for the sake of growth. The economy must grow. Okay? Our personal possessions must grow. We must get more and more. In fact, let's live longer and longer. Longevity. So these are my thoughts about growth. What are your thoughts? Let me know. Let's get in there. Let's have a competition of ideas and grow together. Or not grow together. It's up to you. Let me know what you think. See ya.